pee?
Shut up. Yeah. You don't hear me in the bathroom?
Masturbating. Like the Key and Peele. Remember the Key and Peele skit when they're doing Wii?
Yeah.
And he goes into the fucking.
Like,
yeah. They're like, oh, that's.
You see him like.
To the picture. Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious. That's what Mo does every night.
What is it?
No, it's not. It was what Mo did.
Oh yeah. Now he went from one hand to two hands.
One hand to
Two hands.
one mouth.
No, one hand to two hands. He went from one hand doing himself to two hands holding something.
I'm not giving you that one.
That's all right. You just want your cantaloupe back.
It's a cassava.
Was that Always Sunny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Mo finally get one of your jokes? Did Mo finally get one of your jokes?
I just recently saw that episode.
Congratulations and welcome to the final episode.
Wrapping around this done, guys.
We're never airing
Mo's
another
gonna
episode.
yeah.
Welcome everybody and have a good night.
Mo's gonna Costanza out. All right, I'm out.
And that was two of them in a row.
Look at you. You're on a roll. It's almost like you're getting laid again.
Almost. The brain is active again.
Oh, man. That's
Fuck, I forgot. Shot for shot.
Is this going to upset your stomach?
It's probably gonna set all our stomachs as much as Thunderbolts did.
Look, it's about it's about
So we all watched Thunderbolts, but here's a funny story.
Well, they watched Thunderbolts. I was supposed to.
Yeah, Mo blew us off.
I missed it.
He blew us off.
Oh, and he just creamed all over his hand.
Again.
Oh, dude. I think Shot's got some. Come on, I mean, isn't this what the dish is for? Do you gotta go wash your hands?
No.
You just lick that dry.
Okay, yeah.
All right, shout out to Shot.
Shout out to Shot. I'm not touching your shot glass.
Why are you gonna touch my shot glass?
I'm not. I thought you were gonna cheers me. I was like, I'm.
No, we never like clank cheers.
Yeah, we just do air cheers.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
we did this.
So we're gonna address something. We are missing a member this week.
Yes.
We're missing Jerry. Jerry's not feeling.
Hold on. First of all, welcome to FNAround, everybody. With the fuck around with Mike, Mo, and Joe.
I'm Joe.
I am Mike.
And I'm Mo. Continue.
And we are missing Jerry. Well, he'd usually be sitting over there where Joe is, and Joe would normally be over here next to me, or whatever. But anyway, Jerry's not here, not feeling well. And it kind of, we are all kind of talking through the group text message today about not feeling well. So we're trying to run, the only thing we could think of that we all did together yesterday was watch Thunderbolts. Jerry and I had a couple of beers. Joe and I each had some popcorn, but none of us had the same things as all three, right? So nothing corresponds except for that god awful movie, Thunderbolts.
Which is funny because before we started watching it, I was talking about how it was ranked as one of the better Marvels movies this year. Until Fantastic Four, I heard that was supposedly better.
Right.
But until Fantastic Four came out, I heard Thunderbolts was a great movie. People loved it. It did amazing. So I had very high hopes for this motherfucking movie.
Actually, a friend of mine was just telling me about how, like, he watched it like 4 fucking times, 5 times because of how.
We barely made it through the first time.
No shit.
Barely.
Goddamn.
It was horrible.
Horrible is an understatement. I am telling you, it was bad.
So right before we started, it was like, oh wow, 2 hours and 8 minutes. This could probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Endgame was almost 3 hours or something like that, right? Something like shit like that. So like, look, dude, I like when the superhero movies are longer than they are shorter, right? It's like, yeah, every scene I felt like we could have taken out at least 5 minutes. That movie easily could have been a 93-minute movie.
No shit.
I mean, honestly, I felt like it was a movie advertising drug addiction and talking about fighting your demons of drug addiction.
It was almost like watching the Zack Snyder.
What was
the fucking the assholes?
The Justice League ones.
Now I can't even think of it. The assholes.
The assholes.
The asshole superheroes.
Oh, the boys.
No, the movie, Zack Snyder movie, with fucking Will Smith and
not Hancock. The Suicide Squad.
There.
Suicide Squad.
Sorry, I don't know why I biffed on that. Probably because that was such a bad movie
Wait,
too.
Suicide Squad was Zack Snyder?
I think it's within the
Wasn't
same
it?
universe. I don't know if he
Same
did.
universe?
No, he didn't make it.
I was like, he didn't make
Oh.
fucking that.
don't
Oh,
think
I'm
he had-
sorry.
he
Did
was
he
directing
remake it?
Who's Justice
No,
League?
I think it was
Zack Snyder was Justice League.
right, but it's within the same universe.
Same
as
universe,
well.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was their
Sorry.
version of
I'm sorry,
Suicide
Zack
Squad.
Snyder. I didn't mean to lay
Yeah.
both
Was
Suicide
it-
Squads on your doorstep.
Was
Just
it
go
fucking-
steal another movie idea from Rick.
Who was it that made the Superman? The new Superman movie. What the fuck's his name?
James Gunn.
James Gunn?
Was it James Gunn who worked on that one or no?
No,
Suicide Squad?
he wasn't there yet.
On the second Suicide Squad, I thought he worked on that one.
Yeah, he worked on the second
The
Suicide
second
Squad.
one. I don't know
Okay.
about the first one. 100%.
Not the first one.
Not the first
Alright.
one. Okay. Yeah.
Regardless,
Yeah.
Regardless.
irregardlessly,
Irregardless.
I know what I just did.
I
okay?
never
It's-
pictured a Disney movie talking about meth.
They talk about
The guy was
One
a
of
meth
the-
addict.
one of the
A recovering meth addict.
One of the
I'll-
characters, he joined a medical study
I'm not that surprised about it though.
because he needed money because he had gotten himself off meth
Yeah.
or some shit like that. Whatever. It was a horrible movie. We're never getting our time back, and somehow me, Jerry, and Joe all ended up with diarrhea from it
The next day.
the next day.
And it was like, it was just random. So Mo, we're in a group chat. We have our FNAround group chat.
Yeah.
Mo once in a blue moon reads it. The rest of us are very active in it.
No, I always read it. I wasn't a Blue Moon comments. That's it.
Or
That's the
comprehend.
Yes.
Let's say that.
And I know when to back out and when to open my mouth and when not to.
Uh-huh.
We could get onto that a different time, but
I don't.
yeah, Mike doesn't know when to stop. But or he opens his mouth on the wrong title or subject.
Right.
But the
It's
point of
fun.
the idea is, Mike had a lovely conversation today about his stomach being twisted. Jerry was talking about his stomach being twisted, and then I'm like, yeah, that's kind of funny. Mine's kind of fucking twisted too. I wonder if it's because of thunderbolts. And then Mike starts analyzing what we all did because nothing the three of us did yesterday was the same except we all watched
We all
Thunderbolts.
spent
What, like
2
the
hours and
popcorn
8
too?
minutes.
No, Jerry didn't have popcorn.
Yeah.
You didn't have
No, the popcorn that Joe and I had,
Mike and I
pretty much,
had
was pretty much
popcorn,
gone by the time
and
Jerry
Mike
showed
and
up.
Jerry.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike and Jerry had beer. I had water.
Yeah, I didn't have any pops. I think I had a bottle of water, but
We know Jerry doesn't drink water.
right. But even that, like
They're bottled.
they're bottled water, Yeah, like and this guy ain't smooth enough to get a needle into one of those things and get us. Besides, why would he want to?
No, wait, stop.
Well,
Stop.
okay.
Bob could have.
Yeah, well, Bob's not here.
Bob was on the screen. I bet you he knows how to work a needle.
At least a glass pipe.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Bob was
Bob
the
was a
meth
character.
guy.
You would
Oh,
you would have known.
That's what
Yeah, you would have
You would
known,
have known
it if
this
you blow
and
us
also
off.
had
Yeah.
said twisted stomach had you not blown us off.
Yes.
Chasing the muff around. But it's cool, dude. We love you. We will always advocate for you to do that. Blow us off. We're gonna fuck with you for it. We're gonna
Yeah.
rip on you
I
for
know,
it.
I-
But always 100% do it.
So yeah.
Okay.
So when Jerry gets here, first thing he goes is, "Where's Mo?"
Yeah, and then he sent me a message. Whoa, get the fuck over here.
If we're like, we told him what happened, he goes, "I'm texting. We're not starting the movie till it gets here."
He was so mad.
Yeah.
I got over here and I peek in. And he's like, "Oh, you're finally fucking here. You're gonna sit down and watch this movie. This movie's awful."
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so.
No, we congratulated you for not staying with us and wasting 2 hours and 8 minutes of your life.
You
And
lucked
getting
up.
into a bigger fight with fucking.
Right.
God damn.
Sometimes look. Sometimes, the older guys, the generation
Gotta
above
take
you,
advice.
you got it right.
You gotta take that advice.
Your
Even if it's
elders
bad.
have been there. Okay. We don't say this stuff to fuck with you sometimes.
No, we do, but not always.
It's half.
Did you hear how I said sometimes at the
Yeah, I
end?
know. I do like the beard trim. It turned out nice, Mike.
Yeah, look, dude, I'm saying one of the best parts about having a co-host who's a barber is he makes sure I'm lined up and ready for this camera.
One of the things that's been in my head since you did it, though, it's still in my head. Remember the comment about Butters? What would that be called? Because if it was sexual, it'd be called Blumpkin, right? Remember that term?
Yeah.
Yes.
But what's it called if you're getting your beard done while you're taking a shit?
I think that would be called fuck, what was his name? A proper Todd.
Proper Todd.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Sweeney Todd but proper
Alright,
on account of you're not getting killed,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're sitting there
All right.
taking
still-
care. You're getting, two birds, one stone.
You're still dropping the shit down the
Right.
pipes.
Nope.
You know,
That's
you
good.
know. One dog, two rabbits. Proper fucked.
A proper ton. All right.
There you go.
Or Sweeney. No. Go-
That's
go-
you got. That's got to be your new slogan. It's like Mo the barber, the inventor of the proper top.
proper ton.
Name
Drop
and
the
credit
juice
goes
while
to Brett.
while I fix them curls.
100% credits go to Mike Gillard. But
Yep.
hey, he's letting.
100%. Damn.
Did I not come up with it? Well, I guess
Yeah,
no. I'm
but I'm
sorry.
doing it, though.
Sorry, we gotta give credit to Butters Stotch.
Yep.
90 Butters, you 10.
About
Changing my name to Butters.
And you
What-
got to
what?
give everybody chocolate milk.
Huh?
what?
In the butt. Is that what you were referring to?
He was.
It was. But
100%.
it was more about the internet money
Yeah. Okay.
South Park episode where they had Butters basically do a famous one, and then he went to go get his internet money.
Yeah. South
Listen to
Park's,
that money.
South Park's been coming back though. I've been enjoying it. It's getting good.
I haven't seen the newest episode yet. Did they release the newest episode or no? I know
There was not a new one this week.
They're gonna have one. Okay.
The week of the 14th, is that what we're on?
No.
Yeah.
Week of the 13th.
Hopefully there'll be one next week.
Right, hopefully. They did pull the Charlie Kirk episode for
Off Comedy Central from airing Comedy Central,
Right.
but it's still on the Paramount app.
right,
So if
it
you
is
want to
still
watch
on-
it,
right.
watch it.
It is still on the Paramount app. Joe and I watched it last night.
Still funny.
Still funny.
We do
Don't-
want to talk
don't
about
see
that
it.
a lot.
Yeah, we do want to talk about this, but we want to wait for
By the time
Jerry.
this episode comes out, we've already talked about it.
Right.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, fine. So, it's cool, but we're not talking about Kirk right now because we do want the full squad here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we talk about it, we don't want it any
You- you don't-
viewpoints.
Yeah.
I feel
lost.
like one reason why if they might have delayed it, if they did delay it for this reason, is because of what the fuck happened. Like they probably had to rethink.
no,
what
no.
the fuck
They already
wanted to do.
released the episode, Mo.
The new episode. No. I'm not talking about the one they took down.
Oh, they've been doing that for every episode, though.
Right.
Every episode they make it week by week.
No,
Or
they haven't. There's at all this season. It's every other week.
So they even came out
Has it every other week?
So
Yeah.
the pattern has been every other week. However,
Is
they
it?
came out and said basically we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Dude, I watched.
So
I
there
watched-
might be 3 weeks
I
before
watched
one. We might
the
get
first
2 weeks in a
episode,
row
the
with
second
one.
episode and the third episode back to back within a week.
Yeah, it's because you're so
You were
far
late.
behind.
No, we watched the first episode together. Then the next week I watched the second episode, and the week after that I watched the third one. Hasn't it been
No,
No way.
dude, you're missing. Like it's every
There's
other
been
week.
Has it
there's
been?
literally been a week
How my
in
days
between.
is that fucked?
Yeah,
It's
dude,
like
we are
everywhere.
in
God
it's
damn.
August 12th. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, it's August.
Or sorry, September 12th.
You got to stop snorting the hair you cut.
Yeah, it's impossible. God damn, there's so much.
It's September 12th, and I'm pretty sure it was like the first week of
Shut
August.
the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! No, you know what's
You
actually
tried to
funny?
make a joke that you lost a month, and you literally lost a month making a joke that you lost a month. You realize, like, I don't even think you could have pulled that off if you planned it.
No.
No, one of my boys, his birthday just passed by, actually, and he's at Arabic, which is funny. What on 9/11? And,
It's not funny.
It's kind of.
I can see how someone like you can see it.
Yeah.
Joe and I not laughing.
Yeah.
Notice. Okay. America. Fuck yeah.
Where were you? That's it. That's where you should have gone with. Where were you?
No, I'm more about America. Fuck yeah.
So do we have any like recap things or anything we want to talk
Oh,
about?
how about
Any
this? I got
updates
something.
about
It's
anything?
fucked up.
Oh, yes.
So,
Okay.
all right. So you know how we're getting we got a new war on drugs going on, right?
Mhm.
So probably everybody's seen the video of the speedboat that gets hit by a missile, right?
No.
All right, so they're in the Caribbean. There's a speedboat that they said was loaded up with cartel or Venezuelan gangbangers and drugs that was heading for the United States from the Caribbean, right? and then you just see you see them watching this thing, like you see like the night vision of like the people and the packages on the boat, and then all of a sudden there's this giant flash, boat gone.
No shit.
Right? So, president comes out and is like, yeah, I ordered the hit. They're bringing, drugs into the country, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, all right, that's kind of cool, but at the same time, like,
You just raised my prices.
no, I think we've learned time and time again that there's literally I don't think any effect ever on any of that stuff. It's hilarious.
I thought when they first did the El Chapo, I heard rumors those prices went up for a little bit.
I wouldn't have known.
Okay.
But
Me either. I just heard rumors.
Right. Look, you could probably Google it or get ChatGPT to get your ChatGPT on it. But
tell it you do it for research.
So recently, aside from the fact that, typically what you would do is you would have the Coast Guard intercept the boat, check them for drugs and weapons. Hey, if it's migrants from Colombia or whatever, all right, cool. You caught the boat. If it's drugs or whatever, cool. You get your photo op with all the bricks when you get back to port or the airport or port of whatever. But there's no way of confirming any of this stuff because you blew them out of the water in the middle of the ocean, international water, right? They weren't even in our exclusive economic zone.
So, question now for you. You know how when insider trade's happening, Congress and senators, their family is allowed to do those trades?
Sure.
When they know a hit's like that coming, are people in the Department of Defense and all that allowed to let their family go fishing?
Good question.
Because you never know if you're going to get the Gulf of Mexico bobbing brick.
Right. No,
I heard sometimes those.
I've heard of it.
I've heard
seen
those
it
fish.
on
I've seen a lot of TikTok videos of the bobbing brick.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I just saw today that came out about this hit on the boat is that the boat had actually noticed the plane following them and turned around.
Oh shit.
So they were turned around going back where they came from when they got hit.
God damn.
So it's like you shot them in the back pretty much, they saw the threat, they recognized it. They're like, all right, dude, we're not fucking with you right now. We're going to say, fuck this. Let's, not today. And they turned around apparently and, boom, still got hit. So, I don't know. I think I get it, but it just seems really, really wrong.
Yeah.
Especially because, you can say whatever you want that was on the boat, but we don't know.
We don't really know what the fuck was really going on.
There's nothing left of the boat.
Yeah.
There was oil on that boat.
No, if it was oil, they wouldn't have gone for an explosion. They're going to mine it. They're going in with Frankenstein.
It was a big flash. Yet I don't know the difference between what a flash of just the missile hitting a boat versus a missile hitting a boat full of oil.
I don't either.
I would think the oil would continue to burn.
I don't know.
You're right. I don't know. I can tell you this. It's going to fuck up whatever was underneath it.
Yeah.
Definitely. You're not getting an artificial reef out of that fucker.
Now is there anything more me?
You're still geeking over there, man. By the way, are either of you guys on Ring? Are you have Ring alerts?
So you sent me something today, and I tried to open it up, and all I got was a blank screen.
So what else?
Texas license plate, fucking undercover police in Chicago.
So what? No, what I was sending on Ring is now people are using it for their camera alerts. They're uploading regular videos on there for neighborhood alerts, and it's updating everyone where ICE is. So the video it's sending you was ICE in Pilsen, and the ICE people getting out of the truck. So people are using Ring as neighborhood alerts to alert their local neighbors of where ICE is.
Oh, is that what the fuck? Yeah.
So the video I sent you,
it
was on Pilsen. It was at 19th and something. So I sent it over yeah, look, Ring alerts are putting this out now.
On the thing. I didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. I didn't try it again.
No, it was Ring. It was ICE.
Shit.
But that's what I thought was interesting because when it comes up on my phone now, I'm getting alert with ice cubes at an address. And that's what Ring is sending it out as notifications. So I thought that was intriguing. Like you're figuring out ways to work the system.
Yeah.
So did they send people from fucking Texas over here? Well, like, is ICE from Texas specifically?
No.
Like,
So that National Guard that was gonna come here,
yeah.
Go to Memphis.
was the Texas National Guard, and so that's a
Different thing.
right? But it's a distinction that I did. I'm glad you brought that up because it's something I want to like point out is that it's Trump isn't sending in its own state's National Guard because the governors have control over their own National Guard.
Right, they have to ask.
So he's got to ask a friendly governor for their National Guard, and then he can say that he sent them in. But only rarely do they tell you what National Guard they are. So I've only heard once that it was the Texas Guard that was coming to Chicago. The Georgia Guard is who went to L.A. The Guard, though, is no longer coming to Chicago. They're now going to Memphis.
Memphis needs it.
Where the governor and mayor both want and need them, right? But I just think it's hilarious that just with some of the memes I've been seeing on social media, I've been exchanging a couple with my brother who lives on the other side of the country, just being like, there's things that like people saying, I think Chicago's going to be the city that shows this isn't going to work for us and all this, and then they don't even show up. Which I think is great. Or they might have shown up, but they didn't actually deploy.
Do anything,
right? And now they're heading down, I-57 down to Memphis. Which, I'm not against the help. I'm against what the help looks like. Right? I'm cool when...
You're not cool.
I was I was just insulted. No, I was okay with was it a few years ago they had a lot of federal police that were like being deployed to major U.S. cities to help the cops, right? That made sense to me because they are actual law enforcement officials, right? Whereas the Guard is kind of half law enforcement, half army. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost like turning the army on your own citizens.
Right.
Right? Whereas I don't see the federal agents like DEA, ATF, FBI helping out with like TAC teams or whatever like that might be to help out local law enforcement. But my thought is that all the Guard does is that just brings tension, right? It brings protests. With protests, you get clashes. With clashes, you get triggers getting pulled. We were watching a thing from the LA one, and a fucking Guard just turns and shoots and fires at a news reporter from Australia. She's sitting there doing a report. You see a line of, I don't remember if it was Guard or LAPD, but they're on a street, blocking a street, maybe 10 across. One of them just standing there, just turns and shoots right at her, hits her with a rubber bullet.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, that's what you're, that's what's the real result of that kind of stuff is.
Because they're trained for warfare and doing war stuff, and you're using them domestically.
Yeah.
Right. Like, okay, even though you gave them rubber bullets, I think we've all seen, what movie was it? Last Castle?
Yeah.
Robert Redford?
That was a great fucking movie.
It was. Robert Redford,
amazing
James Gandolfini.
movie. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Red Castle?
Last Castle.
I feel
about
like
a
we
military
mentioned this
prison.
before, and it's on your list.
It might be on the list.
I don't know if it is, because I don't remember ever mentioning it before, but we'll
Great
get it.
movie.
Yeah. Unbelievable flick, to be honest. Basically, like basically kind of like what you would think would happen if the movie The Rock didn't end the way it did.
That's another one I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, look, I'm happy that the Guard, the troops, tanks, fatigues aren't being deployed on our streets. When look, honestly, I feel like if they were, more than likely you're just going to put them in high value areas, not high crime areas, right? So like, I don't know.
I did see people holding up signs, and there was like a meme on social media when I was dying. How can you come to a city and tear gas them when they drink it themselves and they put bottles of Malort pictures below it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that one. I saw another one. Like, you think the city that puts neon relish on their hot dogs is gonna flinch? You know, like I've seen like so many.
I never thought of it that way until you said it.
Yeah, we're not afraid of neon relish. You think we're afraid of you? You know, something else like. And, you know, then they had Colbert on his show. He was like, how dare you call Chicago a hellhole? Everybody knows Chicago doesn't come a hellhole until February.
You know what that made me think of? The memes during COVID. Like, why are you so scared of a mask and social distancing when last weekend you were snorting coke off a toilet at a strip club?
COVID. Super spreader events. You gotta be careful. Joe, I got a question for you.
Yep, ask away, man.
I'm wondering do you have anything new for us on our legal fights?
Yeah, actually, it's actually
Whether it's the combined or individual.
We had 2 individual episodes where we touched on talking about how politics work in this state and how the system is supposed to, you know, police its own and work on its own. And in the last about a week and a half, we've had updates on both. So I'm glad you kind of brought it up. It's a great way to go. So let's start with, let's say, ARDC first. Remember how we talked about ARDC, how ARDC works with PAC filings?
Correct.
And
do a quick little recap on what ARDC stands for.
ARDC is the Attorney Registration for Disciplinary Committee. And when attorneys aren't doing something that's considered by their ethical board, you can file violations with them against ARDC.
So this is basically a state sort of regulatory commission,
yes, just for lawyers and judges and stuff, right? So they oversee that, and you can file regulations and violations with them. And they're supposed to look into it or do it. And if you remember, we read a bunch of the stuff about it in the letters from them where they're talking about they won't get involved in different things. They won't do it at this time. They can basically do whatever they want, and they won't acknowledge it till later, right?
Right.
So, interestingly enough, we all know how I work, and I'm very efficient with our legal matters, and I keep pushing stuff and going. Eventually, I did get them to open an investigation of someone. But what made it more interesting is they kept refusing so long that before they acknowledged that investigation, I had already filed a DOJ civil rights complaint against them for violating the civil rights
DOJ?
of Department of Justice.
You should know that one.
Yeah, you really should.
Okay. No. Keep going.
Yes. We'll talk about shoe bombs later. But what happened is
Like
I filed a
my
DOJ
loafers
civil rights
farmer
complaint against them
explosive.
for violating my civil rights as a citizen for failure to do their job and do the regulatory thing, basically a violation of it. And they acknowledged they received it. Great, cool. Didn't think anything of it. As of 9:10 this morning, the DOJ got back and said they're changing it from civil rights to criminal complaint, escalating it to a actual filing with a regulatory code number, and escalating it to the FBI to look into investigation because they should have investigated it. They should have looked into it. And the DOJ officially opened up a criminal complaint against Illinois' ARDC.
God.
Now, is this in regards to...
Just attorney conduct.
Okay.
Isn't that
This
interesting?
has nothing to do with, like, the art part of it.
No,
And, like,
attorney
and
conduct.
the lieutenant governor stuff. Like, this has nothing to do
No,
with that.
nothing. Attorney conduct. Interesting, right?
Interesting that somebody's finally picking it up.
Right.
You know,
After how long?
you,
Right.
you CC enough of these pricks long enough, and somebody finally decides to do their job.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if it's something we should be celebrating.
No,
Because it's really, you get paid to fucking do this, so why aren't you doing your job? Oh,
Yeah.
well, probably because, you know, the guy down the hall from me is the one who I'm supposed to be doing this against.
right.
You know, or who is, you know, really the one putting up the roadblocks. You know, we had roadblocks, which I don't even remember where we are. Do we have anything about the other one?
Yes.
The social media one?
Interesting. So they've been pushing that still.
Mm-hmm.
That's still pending. But our FOIAs and stuff. So they've been ignoring the FOIA. I do the FOIAs. I filed a bunch of packs. You know, they try and do it. They made excuses for a bunch of them, right?
Right.
So they made excuses for Stratton. They made excuses for Pritzker. Kept saying, well, even though they're late and they didn't do it, technically they did eventually do it. Okay, this is weird. They keep doing it. They keep doing it. So I did the same civil rights thing against them and the DOJ and the FBI filing against of the PAC committee, which is the public access counselor. That's part of the Attorney General's office.
Yep.
Because, hey, it's their job to do this and file it, and every time I file it, they don't do it. Then all of a sudden they do it, and they say, hey, even though they did it late and they violated our rules, they still did it. So last week, the PAC committee actually filed a ruling against the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation, IDFPR, and basically said, hey, he is right with his case law. You have to turn over these files finally. You have 7 days to turn it over. The 7 days ended on Tuesday.
Okay.
And they didn't turn anything in that I was aware of. So Tuesday morning, I sent a nice email to PAC, you know, hey, by the way, I know it's business day 8. They had 7 business days. Out of curiosity,
Have you received anything?
have you received anything? If not, please let me know so I can figure out which way to go. They sent me their response that they got from them. Not an email, so I don't know what timestamp it came. Just a letter from them with the date. No timestamps, no nothing. I want to put that out there because I always, you know what I mean? I sent it at 6:30 in the morning. I didn't get the reply till 4:30 p.m. from
Right.
them
Oh, shit, yeah.
with an email with the title on it, but they didn't forward me the email. They just sent me an attachment. That always sends a red flag. Not saying they did something fishy, but when we're about transparency, that red
Right.
flags me. Basically saying that the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation rejected the Attorney Governor's office and refused to give them anything and said no. Even though they said,
Wait,
even
Attorney
if
General or Lieutenant Governor? You said
Attorney General's full office.
Okay, because you said Attorney Governor.
Oh, yeah,
So I just want to make sure.
Sorry,
I
Attorney
want to
General,
classify.
Attorney General's office rejected it and said no, privacy concerns, even though their letter said if you want to give the requester, FNAround Media, me of FNAround, the files redacted or limited, that's fine, but we want full unredacted copies. Rejected them and said no. We refuse. So they're like, well, we're gonna have to create a binding decision on this because after this point, they demand it. They said no, so now they have to do a binding opinion whether they legally have to do it, they legally have to hand it over, or if they do a binding finding, it basically gives FNAround the right to officially sue them for a violation of their civil rights now and hand it over, or the state has to sue them on behalf of the state saying you violated our order. But because they gave me 7 days to respond, of course I responded. I cited new case law and I explained, hey, by the way, I filed this FOIA June 10th.
Right.
I filed this violation against them June 11th. You didn't respond until August 28th.
Yeah.
Things have changed since now. They're saying it's overburdensome. They're saying it's violating privacy concerns. According to this case law, it violates it. Things have changed. Since the point of this, I don't need this thing with all these different companies and industries I'm looking into. Sadly enough, I now have sworn statements by people admitting criminal acts.
Great.
This means I don't need to see them all. I can narrow it to just this, and I can just look at what Illinois Department of Financial Professional Regulation approved or ignored. Did they approve criminal acts? They ignored criminal acts, or were they colluded in it? So according to this now, and this case, I forgot which case law it was, but I think it was either Illinois Association or Wheaton High School. For a regulatory committee, privacy concerns go out the window if they committed criminal acts.
Right.
Criminal acts are more beneficial to bringing to light for the public body than protecting the privacy of the individuals who committed the criminal acts. As case law, and presented to the
My
attorney.
boy's wicked smart.
So presented to the Attorney General's office. Now, as of this point, then the question isn't: is it privacy and the right to privacy? Is the Attorney General's office going to allow criminal acts to occur and ignore it, or are they going to bring it to light and actually maybe go after them themselves for this regulatory body on behalf of the state of Illinois, allowing or being part in covering up these criminal acts? Now we have to wait for their decision.
Right.
But it's interesting you brought that up. So I filed all these against all these people. All of it done. June 11th, I filed this.
I remember.
August 28th, they responded to us
Right.
with just that one.
Right.
And of course, they turned down the Attorney General's office. Like, no, we're not going to give you that.
Yeah,
Like-
I have a long shot theory here.
Yep.
We're gonna accidentally uncover Area 52. Okay, that's why they're being so like divisive and like stalling tactics. Like something in this is going to reveal some sort of secret government operation, and it's going to be like, oh look, these guys were just looking for like regular media stuff.
It's gonna be like we're gonna actually run into
Right.
the Men in Black, the real Men in Black.
Well, it's right there.
God damn.
But I mean, the amount of stuff we're seeing and going, it's interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that the government doesn't work how it's supposed to, and that's one of the biggest things I've learned from this that we're doing with FNAround now. It's the regulatories don't work how they're supposed to work, right?
Yeah, I know. Schoolhouse Rock would throw
Totally,
up.
right. So, I've been playing with this, and I've been working with this, and I want to spitball. I know I've talked to you about it, but probably the first time I publicly said it out loud to other people, like other than just the concept idea, I've learned that governments don't work how it's supposed to. Their check and balance systems don't work. They don't actually work how they're meant to. You're supposed to file here, you get approval. You file here, you get denial. They're supposed to do it. But all it does is it's not a check and balance to protect the public. It's a check and balance to protect themselves.
Yep.
The institution.
Correct. So, as you were saying, I like to analyze stuff in the past. Most of this time I've spent analyzing Illinois, the state. I've done a couple other states, the federal government itself, and some other countries now because you do know I like to test theories. But I created what I call F'nGRAVITAS SATANAE, Satan's gravity, which means the weight they create themselves. So you're basically the consequence of your own actions. Where
Right, the weight of your soul.
correct, you get it. But I've learned how if you use the system against the system, every denial makes it worse. So think about it that way.
Like
if
anything else, dude. Any lie
correct.
grows, snowballs. So
But what I've learned how to
Similarly.
do is, with what we're doing and saying and how I'm doing these forms and these filings, if you calculate it properly, align it properly to each weak point in the system starts to weigh itself down where it can't stop.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's taken me a year of doing this, but now look at all the ones coming. I mean, these are just the ones we're working at. I could tell you there's 4 other regulatory and federal agencies that have open cases now too for things I'm working on.
No shit.
But it's all because of this weighted system of F'nGRAVITAS SATANAE is what I called it, where you find the points in the system where they play in the gray, regulatory, and they do things that aren't by the book. That's business as usual. That's technically illegal, and you weigh that against the other parts. And I found out every state has it. Our country has it. Every regulatory body in our country has it. And other countries have it where if you just angle it properly and how you adjust it, you can destabilize to a point where they have to open those cracks.
No shit.
Isn't that interesting?
Goddamn.
That's that point we could say that quote you love to say about me.
My boy's wicked smart.
oh, that
But I thought you'd like that because
those
it's
are
funny.
Joe's
because-
apples for the day.
Right. I think
I
that
hope
should
you
be an
like them.
effing around. Like that's not just me playing it, but it doesn't work without effing around. But I thought you'd love it how we play around. F'nGRAVITAS SATANAE. Because think about it, we play around and we have fun, but in the end,
Right.
it's the weight of what your acts do that see he's laughing. Like it's a great name for it too.
It
Because
is. It's an awesome. I know. I remember the day you were telling me about this, and I was like,
and it just sits in your head and you think about it because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm not making it happen.
Yeah.
It's you create your own choices.
Yep.
I just align the system, as I call it, the architecture. And when I see it in my head, like
Yeah.
it's weird to say it, but I call it a solar system because I can see everything mapped out, and I watch the spider webs and I readjust
Right,
it, and that's how I see the world. And I just poke, prod, file, and it just realigns the things in my head to see
Right.
where I can hit the gravity. So it's kind of funny to start seeing. It took longer than I expected, but look at how our system works. And the problem is that once it starts, that's what I'm testing now. How far does it cascade on its own? Because now it's a theory. The theory was, can I make it crack? And I made it crack.
And now the thing is, you're just gonna let it roll down the hill and see what happens.
Roll uphill. It goes uphill.
Yeah, shit does roll up.
Yep, shit rolls uphill, and when it rolls up, it cascades back down.
It rolls up, it hits a fan.
Yeah, but think about it that way. Now, because if you put the two of the things I did
That's the
together,
problem, though, with that, though.
but if you put the two things I did together, they're intertwined in that space too, and I tied them in the back end as well. So when one starts bobbing, the other one's, because everything I've done is cross-filed, remember? Mm-hmm. So when one starts pulling, they all start pulling.
So, if you need like a little analogy here, you remember the South Park episode with the smog alert? Okay, this smog cloud and this smog cloud, they're getting pulled together, and it's gonna be a perfect storm of smug.
But
Sorry,
it fucks
smug.
Yeah.
Smug cloud.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of like that sort of a thing where they're just
But everything gets fucked when that
right.
happens.
Gravity is pulling them together.
The thing is,
Satan's gravity is pulling them together.
I feel like it becomes also like an animal with its back against a wall at some point with it too, right?
Correct,
And
but at that point, we're no longer part of it.
yeah, that's true.
We might have pushed we might have aligned the system to create the gravity. Because remember, they're all separate, right?
Yeah.
They're all operating. Think about it in a solar system.
Right.
All we had to do is align the planets to alignment. So the 9 planets and 8 planets. That whatever the fuck they teach them nowadays. I had to align the planets in a line.
Cold celestial dwarf.
Yep. I had to align the planets in alignment.
Yeah.
In order for it to work. And I spent a year aligning the planets. And once I got the planets aligned,
He snapped his fingers.
isn't it funny to think about it that way, though? I mean, I could get way deeper in the work it went, but now we're talking like Charlie Day shit.
Yeah. I mean, we're borderlining on bird law.
Exactly. But the thing is, when you start saying it that way, you can see it in your head, like how it's working, can't you? Like your own visual scape of it.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of interesting that the system works that way.
Yeah.
But it's sad that, like, okay, now think about it. If it wasn't me in this situation, and I wasn't sitting here with you guys blowing ideas off you, and it was just a normal person who's trying to ask the state for help because he thinks that his civil rights were violated, or he thinks the lawyer didn't work well, or he thinks somebody blocked him and he wanted to do it, look how quickly that would have fallen apart. Look how much work it took for me to do just to get an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'll be honest. I would have given up with the mountain that you were facing. But here's the other thing. You know, not to belittle the fact that you don't have a job, but you know, I have a job. I got bills and shit. I got to pay. You know, stuff like that. So like, you know, eventually I'm gonna be like, is this worth?
Right.
You know, me pursuing like that, you know, and it's just
But I think that's
that
the point,
is
though.
That's
right,
the point.
and that
That's the point.
is the nature of the game.
Yep.
Is you just try to just keep run. It's like a marathon, right?
Right.
Something I saw.
And they
earlier
can
today.
always keep. It's almost like they can always keep running.
Yeah.
You know, almost like they're like cheating.
So, something I saw earlier today was there was like a meme or a joke or whatever it is with like this lady who was buying groceries and like every time she scanned something, like how expensive everything was just fucking stacking up, even though she was buying like small fucking amounts of.
Was this the beginning of The Simpsons?
No.
How
No, it's fucking,
much did Maggie cost?
300, I think. No, but like, like something that like kind of got me thinking of was how food prices generally, like everything is like going up in price like crazy, right? And people need to fucking eat.
Mm-hmm.
You have no choice but to buy food all the fucking
Right.
time. So if food prices rise the fuck up, you still had to fucking buy it, or you're gonna fucking starve to death.
Right.
Right.
And it's that type of fucking reliance of, well, you can go fuck yourself. What are you gonna do about it?
Right.
And it's a constant fucking fight about that.
Which is why, like, and it made me think,
Yeah.
like you were saying to me the other day when we were talking, that I really wish we could find more ways to help people.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that it's not like I just did this for this situation, what we're
Right.
doing. I mapped the system to
Yeah.
a way, and like I said, I started looking at other states, federal government agencies, the regulatories, other countries. I've realized they can all be mapped. And I started mapping them, so I don't know how you want to take that, but it was more of, if there's a will, there's a way, and I found out there's a way with everybody. You just got to figure out who checks what, what moves what, and how to realign. As you said, it's a lot of persistence, a lot of work, and you got to have the time to do it, but it can all be done. So I'm starting to work it out. We could play around it later, but I wrote out like the dimensions I thought in just for this phase we're in. I mean, I created a 4-part plan to do everything. I'm still in the first part. I didn't even leave the first part.
Yeah, dude, we're like,
not
Avengers haven't even assembled yet.
No, yeah. I'm in Act 4 or 5 of the first part. I literally mapped it out.
Phase 1,
yeah.
Phase 4.
Oh my God, I mapped.
He's in phase
That's
1
how
of 4.
far ahead I thought. And in order to get this far, just to think how crazy it is, I had to map it out in 10 different dimensional thoughts to make this work in my head. To have this work as the solar system I see it as. It took 10 dimensions to put it working to align this. That's how heavy this fucking shit is to try and align, just to get a regulator to do their job.
All right, I have a question, and we could probably end on this if we wanted to, because it's hard without having Jerry here. But did you find Pepe Silva?
I'm still looking. That's dimension 11. The Avengers have to assemble for that to happen.
Right. Okay.
That might have to be fucking the Doom episode.
How about Carol?
Working on it.
Okay, we still don't know where Carol is.
No.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't happen till the Thunderbolts assemble.
Oh God, talk about a bad movie. Oh, dude, I think we gotta end because I think
You're so much
we mentioned Thunderbolts again, and I just felt the
Hey,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Milky Way is calling.
It's gonna be a chocolate Milky Way with that one.
Yeah. A brown nebula.
Fuck it, it's going straight black hole.
I hope not.
Supernova.
And with that, thank you everybody for joining us at FNAround with the F'nGRAVITAS at the Clover Club with Will, Mike, and Joe.
I'm Joe.
Jerry.
I am Mike.
And I'm Mo.
And you miss Jerry.
Sounds good.
It's supposed to be lower.